So our the fourth presenter, the next presenter we have is Kove Medical. They are unleashing the potential of in utero surgeries with AmnioSnare, which is their proprietary product. Really exciting technology. And to introduce the company, I'd like to bring on Dr. Yannick Devaud. Yannick, welcome.
Thank you very much. So at Kove, we help saving babies before they're even born. So do you see here a problem with John on the video? And I cannot hear you, but you're probably all saying no. And indeed, John doesn't have a problem. But his life should have looked like this because he was diagnosed with a big malformation during the pregnancy. But thanks to recent advances in surgical methods, it is possible now during pregnancy to do surgeries directly inside the maternal womb with a fetoscopy. And this giving some chance and a good, healthy life to John and a lot of other kids. The problem with those fetoscopies is that they come along with 80% risk of premature birth because of the small hole done by the surgical instruments that punch the amniotic sac. And those holes cannot heal by themselves, and surgeons don't have access to close them. So right now they leave it open and hoping for the best. And premature birth is really bad. It has huge neonatal costs, right? And it is linked to the biggest risk for child death under 5 years old. So the clinical need is really obvious to find a solution for that problem. And we are the first company to create a device for fetal membrane closure that is completely integrated in the current workflow. So we'll not change anything to the surgery as it is right now to treat the malformation. But as a second step, we would come with our device, go through the same entry port and stitch the amniotic sac to the uterus to close it and prevent premature birth. We have a device, it's called AmnioSnare. It's a single-use device, and it is really ready now to mitigate this premature birth. We have tested that on sheep successfully. And it is not just nice technology that is done by Swiss watch manufacturers, it is also a good business. So as we are basically a consumable to the current fetoscopy, we need to see how many surgeries are done. It's 10,000 per year in the world. We estimate that in 10 years, this will grow 27,000 surgeries per year because it's really trending and you have more and more indications. And if we estimate that 60 or 70% of the surgeons will actually use our device, this leaves us with 20,000 AmnioSnares used worldwide, representing sales of 100 million. And remember, this is just adding a consumable to the fetoscopy. And the big advantage is that there's nothing on the market right now. There is, yes, stitching devices that exist, but they address big defects and they're not specific to tissue. They catch everything that is on the way. And there was some academic research like Choreo Anchor, but they failed and were abandoned. So we are the really only ones solving the big challenge of small holes, and this very specific to tissues. And the other traction that we have is that we work with a community that nobody really looks at really carefully. We would be the first device that is actually made for them. And they're really innovation ready, and they see our technology as the biggest clinical impact in the recent years. It's 140 centers worldwide, very specific centers. I'm in tight contact with 14 of them, representing 20% of worldwide sales. And I've built strong relationships in this field and friendships, and we'll run the clinical trials in Sao Paulo and Cincinnati with Fabio Peralta and Jose Pero. And in addition to that, we have really a very strong experienced team together, 95 years of experience in the healthcare and medtech sector. And in this team, 2 people have had really successful exits. And we have also very successful funding history with 2 million grants and 2 million from angel investors. And right now we are raising 2.5 million, from which 700,000 are secured to go through verification validation, first in woman trial, and a submission of documentation for FDA study. So surgeons, they are waiting in the surgery room already, waiting for you to come along. And for that, I will be waiting in the breakout room.